This is Millennium Training Bow Form 1. Now, from this position, I'm going to start in a natural position. My bow staff is going to be on my shoulder. That means if I bow here, this would be on the back of my arm. If I pull back, then it means it's on my shoulder. I like doing a bow this way here, keeping the bow part of your body, making it look nice and sharp. From here, we're going to bend our knees slightly. I'm going to bring the bow in and explode up, what we call powering up. Bring the bow up here, all the way up to the top position. I bring my bow forward, pointing at my opponent, and slide my left hand to gain position here, and then I re-grab the bow staff. All right, let's try just that part together. So here it's locked on your arm. You bow, come up, looking straight ahead, bring the arms in. They come up, you look up, breathing in, come forward, and breathe out. From this position, we'll go to our first set. Once I start here, I have a position my bow. I'm going to bring the bow around and begin with my overhead strike to my opponent. Big power move. You really want to have a big ki here, so I step forward and lock this move nice and strong. My goal is to slide my hand so I'm using as most part of the bow as possible. When doing an overhead strike, what's important is obviously I don't want to use the little part of the bow. We talked about leverage, meaning you slide your hand as far as possible. So from this position, it's on my shoulder. As I come around, I step in a good stance, good overhead strike, boom, power move. Now I go to my speed set. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, come back, and lock. That's to show the speed and the power of the move of the form together. So follow along and get with me from the beginning. Ready? We bow from this position, courtesy bow. We power up, arms come up, bring the bow staff down. Here, pointing, take a deep breath in, get ready to strike. Step forward, overhead strike. Now, speed set. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, and strike. Nice and strong. Let's try that together one more time. Ready? This position. I'll turn so you can follow me just a little bit. Bow. Bring the bow staff up. Arms are coming up. Hand comes down, pointing your bow staff straight ahead. From this position, step forward, big overhead strike. 1. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4, speed set. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, and overhead strike. That is set number 1. Let's go to set number 2. I want you to watch set 2. After I finish this overhead strike here, I'm going to spin the bow staff like we did in our figure 8 spin. I'm going to spin it one-handed and at the same time spin my body so I can follow it with a side strike. What I'm going to do at the same time is I'm going to drop to my knee. So from here, after I finish that, I spin, turn, set. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to finish an opposing stance. 1, 2, high-low strike, and get ready for my next hit. All right, so let's do that together. We just finished our overhead strike here. 1. Now I went 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, overhead, set. Now it's time to go to set 2. Lift the bow up, let it spin. Once it comes up to this side, put your feet together, following the bow staff. Turn, drop to your knee now. Side strike, growing strike, side strike. Now I'm going to block. 1, pivot my hips. 2, drive down. 3, and I'm ready to go to my next opponent. All right? Let's try set 2 one more time together. From this position here, I'm just finishing set number 1. Overhead strike, set. Now I spin the bow staff. 2 hands or 1, doesn't matter. I spin 1 time. Feet together. Step back out. Drop to my knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on this high-low strike, I start with the block 1. Against the shoulder, nice and sharp. Strike 2. Pivot, strike 3. Notice my legs in the position. I want to be in that nice stance. It looks nice and sharp here. So when I get to that strike, 1, 2, 3, 4, I block. 1, 2, boom. I set right towards my opponent, and I'm ready to take off. Let's go to the next section. At the end of section 2, I was posing towards my opponent here. Now what I'm going to do is step in. I'm going to hit him with that side jab, double side strike, spinning, sweep, overhead strike. All right? So let's do that section together. We're here. We're posing towards our opponent. Right leg goes forward, jab 1. Step forward, side strike, bring the bow around, sweep, and finish with a power strike here. Okay, again, I'm here. I just pose 1, 2, 3. I set. Now I slide in, horse stance, right horse stance, jab, step forward, side strike, lifting the bow, feet together, step out, sweep, and hit him with the overhead strike. One more time with me, ready? Go back to your high-low strike, block, high, low, set. We pause, now we step in, we hit 1, we hit 2, side strike, spin, strike 3, and finish with strike number 4. Alright, when you do it fast, what will happen is this. I come here, I pause. Now I step in here, 1, 2, 3, sweep, pow. And I'll finish with that strike there at the end. Alright, let's go on to the next set. Now we just finished section 3 in that deep stance. I'm right in front of the people watching, the spectators, the judges for competition. If you had a demonstration. So I finish here. Big strike. I'm going to go to a horse stance, and I'll finish with my fast 4 set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together. Now at this position, I spin the bow. 1, 2, set, bow. Then I bring the bow up, set in the position. Okay, from here I can get my scores and wait if I'm in a competition or if I'm with the team, we all set together at the same time. Watch one more time, we'll do it together. I finish here, strike. I go to my horse stance, I want to do this strike as I'm stepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, feet out, bring the bow in, set on the shoulder, nice and sharp. Bow, lift the arm up, and set to position. Alright, let's do it together. We finish here in our overhead strike position. Now go to your horse stance here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the bow up, let it spin naturally right under your arm. Bring the bow back in here like a helicopter spin. But what I like to do in this position is bring it in front of my body here to make it look a little bit sharper than just bringing it in here and setting. So from here, what I want to do is bring this spin forward so you can bring it right to your side. Makes the move look a little bit nicer. So we're here. Bring the bow, right hand goes right past your legs. Spin, grab the left hand, and lift it right to position. Courtesy bow. Bring the bow up, circling, and set to your position. All right, let's do it one more time. We finished our overhead strike. We're now on set number 4. Horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together, out. Bring that left foot with the right foot, same time. Bring it in towards your body. 1, 2, grabbing. Body straight. Bow. Lift the bow up. And set to your position. Okay? That is what we call our short form. That's the Millennium Training short form. I'm going to show you some advanced techniques to make the set look a little bit more exciting. Or if you're looking for some extra moves for competition to give you a higher level score or a harder level form, we'll go into those next. Now I'd like you to follow me through the form 2 times from the beginning all the way to the end. Alright? So let's start here. Feet together. We bow. We come up. We lift the bow up. Knees are slightly bent. Hands coming forward. We're pointing at our opponent. We're getting focused, ready to perform. Now I step forward. Big overhead strike. Big power move here. Into a right quick set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweep and strike. Excellent. Now we'll go into our fast spin. Spin to the side. 1. Now feet together quick. Drop to your knee. Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. Locking. Now we go to our high-low position. Block, high, low, set. Looking at our opponent. Step in. Horse stance. Jab. Double side strike. Lift the bow up. Spin. Sweep. And finish with a big power move. Now we go to set number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together out. Bring the bow staff in front of you here. Grabbing, locking the position, and bow. Now we bring our arm up, over our head, and set to position. Let's try the techniques one more time with a little bit of the competition spirit. Alright? From here, courtesy bow. 1. Pause, come up, strong. Bend the knees, and power up. Lifting up, nice. Bring the bow around, getting your focus, you're nice and strong. Getting ready, step forward, big overhead strike here, and hit. Now we go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, strike. As soon as we pause 1001, you're going to spin that bow, turn, side strike, drop to your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to our high-low. 1, 2, set. Now we go to set number 3, ready, and go. Jab, 1, side strike, spin, quick, sweep, overhead strike. Now let's finish set number 4. Horse stance, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together. Bring the bow in, set. Bring it to your side, bow. And lift the arm up over your head and set. Excellent. Remember, the goal with doing the bow staff is to take the techniques, do them fast, whatever technique you're doing, boom, end in that power stance. Look, go to your next technique. That's what's going to make you look really strong. Now here's some advanced combinations you can do to get higher scores or harder level techniques that you can do to make your competition or your demo team look a little bit better. The first thing is, right when we finish section number 1, we did here the fast set with 2, 3, 4, and we spin and turn and drop to our knee. One section I like to do here is once we go down to our knee is to add the baseball swing in here. So as I do is I'll come here, 1, 2, I'll bring the bow around my back, here setting to this position. So what move did I eliminate? I eliminated the high-low strike. So I eliminated this 1, 2, 3 move. Instead I put the trigger around the back with the baseball swing. So from this position, as I spin, 1, drop to my knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, I bring it across. Here, around my back, spinning and setting, looking right at my opponent. All right, let's try that together. We're right here, we just finished that set. 1, 2, 3, 4, sweep, strike. Now we spin, drop to the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have to add that right strike in. 1, bring it around the back, coming up, and pow. Get that timing right, so right when you stand up, you're looking right at your opponent. From here, I step in, baseball swing, hit, and lock. Now I go right into the next section where we step forward, jab, double side strike, and sweep and hit. So you can see how we placed that in there, and that's going to make it a little bit harder, also a little bit neat to watch, a little bit more exciting. Let's try it one more time. So we just finished section number 1, overhead strike, pow. We spin, drop to the knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, side around the back, set. Now I look, step in, strike. 1, and then I follow up with set number 3, jab, side strike, spin, sweep, overhead strike. Now let's go to the end of the form for another technique that you can do. Instead of ending the form a little bit short, we're going to add a little bit longer ending into it. So I go to my horse stance here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of putting my feet together, what I'm going to do is here is I'm going to set back and look, high-low again with another push block. Now I'm going to go side strike, sweep, overhead strike here. Add in a little bit end. 1, 2, 3. Start my interrupted motion as fast as I can, showing that technique. Once I get to 3, I'm going to spin my body, come in, side strike, pivot, side strike. Now I get that reverse spin, drop to my knee, and finish strong right at the end. Okay, once I finish this strike here, then I'll bring the bow staff on my shoulder, here, spin, out, circle, and bow. Okay? So what we did is we added 2 sections in to the end. I call section 5 and section 6 to make the form a little bit longer for your intermediate students, or maybe for an advanced student, or if you're looking for, again, for that competition, something a little bit harder, a little bit longer to put in. All right? So follow me. We just ended short form. We're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We would put our feet together, but no. We're going to step back and look and pivot. From here now, I'm going to spin the bow over my head, helicopter side strike. 1, sweep, overhead strike. Start my hit. 1, 2, 3, spinning as fast as possible. Turn, come back, side strike, right leg side strike, growing strike, side strike. Now, I'm going to finish with that finishing move here, down to the knee. Bring the bow staff to my shoulder, spin out, then I circle and bow. And of course, you can end the same way, lifting the bow up and setting down to this position will work really well at the end. All right? So let's try that section one more time together for the end. We just finished the short form here. We're in our horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. We pivot, set. Now I turn and look towards this corner, my opponent here. I side strike 1, sweep, and hit. Now I go groin strike, overhead, side strike. Start my spin. 1, 2, On 3, as it comes to my left side, I come in side strike, hitting that opponent, growing strike, finish, pivot, side strike. Then I'm going to bring the bow, reverse figure 8 spin, drop to my knee, and hit fade. For that finishing motion, put it on my shoulder, spin out, here, then I bring it around, feet together, bow, and I can set here to this position. Alright? So there's a couple of different alternating and ending and some alternating different techniques in the form to help you get higher scores in your competition, make your demo team look a little better, or just even make yourself better. I wish you the best of success. My name is Roland Osborne. Keep your training, have fun, and always, always, always try your best.